Today I'm going to show y'all how to change a primer bulb, which is already changed out, on a Stihl BG86 blower. Pretty much on your normal stuff there's going to be 4 screws. You unscrew them, take it off, put it back in, but this is different on the BG86. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You have to take off the whole carburetor to get this piece out. I'll show you guys how to do it since it is such a pain in the butt. I think Stihl does this so that you have to go to your dealer to get that ball changed out if it does break. So basically what happened was, this is the old ball, and it's just old, nasty, corroded, cracked up, and it still ran, but it would leak gas, and nobody wants that. Or if it rains outside and this just happens to be outside, you can get water in your system, and that's not good for it either. But this is just a little handheld backup. I keep at the house really to blow out the back porch. But I will show you guys how to change out that primer bulb. It is a pain in the butt for what it is. It should be easier, but it's a $2 bulb, and we'll show you how we did it. Pull it down. At this point, you basically pull your carburetor off. You have to disconnect this before you pull your carburetor off, which connects right there. You just pull your carburetor off. If you have any bad fuel lines or anything, this will be the time to do that. Make sure you don't get anything in here. It will clean itself out, but all this dirt and debris does not need to get in either side of this carb. And if you have to replace the carb, this is also how you replace the carb. Because the BG86 is built the way it is, you have to pull this to change this bulb, unless you just have some kind of specialty tool that can get down in there. I haven't found one. Leave a comment if you have. But any other blower, you normally are,
this knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy. And maybe in our world here, there lives a happy little mountain.
Just did literally to change this. Pop that out. Pop that ball in there. Alright, put your ball in there. Put your piece back. I'm gonna clean that first. Make sure you put this on straight. Just try not to get any gunk up in there, or if you see any, get it out. Put these on. Sure didn't get too much gunk in there. Alright, then you stick it back. It's gonna look like it's loose, but once you get these screws in and tighten them down, it will tighten and make that nice seal for you. I know what you're thinking, all this for a primer bulb. I know. I think Stihl should definitely redesign this on the BG series 86. Never had a thing where you have to pull the whole carb to actually, tighten it. I think that's a bit ridiculous. Make sure you tighten them good though. You don't want them vibrating out. Blowers and stuff like that have a tendency to vibrate to death. Now when you're doing this, make sure you don't get any gunk in this part of the carburetor or that part, because then you can cause some problems. You're just basically going to reassemble it the way we disassembled it. Alright. I like to keep a Q-tip with me. Clean off any debris that may have gotten on anything. Now your new primer bulb's installed. All the fuel lines look good. You just simply put it back on and install it. Now when you're at this point, you may also want to check this gasket. Make sure it's good. It's clean behind it. And that's it, folks. I'm going to reassemble this the way we just disassembled it. And that's it, folks. You reassemble. Need a new air filter as well. But like I said, this is just a backup. I used it today. My backpack blower straps are wet. I'm sure you probably saw that picture on my Instagram if you follow me. Put that back on. Turn that. That's how you reassemble this. And make sure before you put this on that you have reconnected your throttle cable. This thing never likes to pop in right, so I always come under it with a flat head. This is going to keep water out right here. Most people wouldn't even know that wasn't right, but do that right there. Get your drill. You're going to want to make sure this is in line too, and that's pretty much the way you change anything on these blowers. Not too bad. Got this torque set to where it's not going to hurt anything. But this is a T25 Torx head you will need. That's it, folks. That's how you change the primer bulb on BG86. As you can see, that one screw way back there, you can't even see it. It's back there. It's a pain in the butt. New primer bulb works. Everything looks good. Let's start this puppy up. Let you guys see it in action. Works fine. Another tip on these blowers, it has a spark arrestor right here in the front. It's not there because I don't run them. What happens is you basically clog up with carbon, and you'll be pretty much, if you have a crappy running blower, that's the first thing I would check. You can actually unscrew it, you can burn the carbon or grind it off however you want. But I just found it easier to just take mine out and just let it run. It actually runs better to me. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. And that is how you change the primer bulb on a BG86 blower.